Hello and welcome back to another episode of Studio 21. I'm your host, Daniella John. First things first, let's catch up. Can you believe it's the last week of October? It completely flew by. But then again, time's a construct. So is it really the last week of October or is it the 20th week of March? You see, everything is about perception, and I perceive that you haven't been out in a while. But that's what I'm here for. So let's see what's happening this week in San Antonio. Tonight, I have a very special event for you called Roaring 20s Tuesdays. Beginning at 7 p.m., the Dirty River Jazz Band will be performing in the St. Anthony Hotel with their orchestra. This event is in coordination with TriniTEA's very own radio station, KRTU. The band will be performing in the lobby of the hotel until 10 p.m., and the performance is completely free to the public. Can you believe that? What a deal. So start getting dressed, grab a cocktail, and enjoy some classic jazz. So this time I have a personal testimonial. I, Daniella John, actually went into the city. That's right, your girl took a class trip to the San Antonio Museum of Art. Beyond their usual collection, the museum opened an exhibition called Exquisite Adornment in honor of their 40th anniversary. The collection features pieces of silver and clothing from the Turkmen and Mayo peoples. They are astonishing. I could not believe they were actually real. The museum is open every day except on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. General admission is $20, but with a student ID, you get in for free. So take advantage of that and go appreciate some art. I have one last fall event for you to transition us into November. The Traders Village is hosting their third annual Corny Maze. It runs every weekend until the end of November, so you have lots of time to go check it out. The maze itself covers 10 acres and has different trail difficulties based on your maze abilities. If mazes kind of freak you out, they also have lots of rides, vendors, and a petting zoo. The Corny Maze runs from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so make a whole day of fall fun. That's all I have for you this week. Stay tuned for more release date, gossip guru, and our musical guest, Kaylie King.
Hello!
Hi,
Welcome to the third episode of...
What's the TriniTEA?
Okay, so we have two more topics this week.
One, the new Timothée Chalamet GQ cover, that is everything. And then for our second topic, we're going to talk about what our favorite Halloween or like autumn movie is.
That's scary.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit.
So let's take it to Timmy.
Okay, what do you think?
My favorite one was this picture where he's laying down in the grass, he's wearing this green striped shirt, and he has his baggy cargo pants, and it just reminds me of my favorite movie of all time, which is Call Me By Your Name. It's such a good movie, and it just takes me back to that.
Okay, so I have two favorites. Okay, so you're gonna hate me for the first one, but it's just for the joke. But essentially, it's like Timothy and his head is on these like stacked pile of rocks, and then it just makes you think of like, oh, what kind of music is he listening to? Rock music. And then my other one is like him. He's like sitting there with his knees up, knees out. He has ripped jeans, and his hair's like wet.
Such a weirdo.
It's like flash photography in the night. Oh my god, it's literally everything.
Yeah. There's so many good Halloween movies. There's a bunch of weird ones. There's Nightmare Before Christmas. There's Hocus Pocus. There's Halloween Town. But my favorite one is a little one called Coraline. I know it's kind of a hot take because it's kind of weird.
So my favorite one currently is Twitches. Me and Ethan just had a little marathon this weekend.
So
we had like popcorn, candy corn, the whole works or whatever. So
let's go take it to the streets and see what everybody else has to say, right?
Alright, let's do it. Let's go. Okay, have you heard of Timothée Chalamet? You have not? That's okay.
He's an actor. He's like super popular. He's in Call Me By Your Name. Well, he's in Little Women.
You know who Timothée Chalamet is?
No?
Really?
No.
Timothée Chalamet is?
Isn't he that really hot guy?
There you go!
I think he's got great taste in fashion.
Have you all seen that he's going to be like on the cover of GQ and it's like all these
I
sexy
read the whole
pics?
thing last
Yeah,
night.
right? Okay, so I have some of the pics here.
We want your
And
opinions
do y'all-
on these pairs.
Right? Yes. Do y'all have any favorites in
I
particular?
really love the Gucci green striped shirt.
Yes!
Yeah, that's
Yes,
what I
that's
said.
what
Yeah.
That's
my
fave.
Gucci
is literally phenomenal.
Yes.
But honestly, like every single one of those shots was incredible.
Exactly. What's your favorite Halloween movie or like autumn, like fall movie?
Or scary movie. It's not really my vibe.
Oh.
I'm more of a Christmas guy.
Okay, he likes Christmas.
Okay.
The Grinch, is that
I'm
count?
the Grinch. Yeah,
That counts,
I
right?
like that one better.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, hot
that's a
take.
good one.
Is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie in your opinion?
Both. They should be watched twice a year.
Okay. Is there anything else to say? Okay, folks, you heard it here first. This was episode 3 of What's the TriniTEA. What did we ask this week, Carmen?
We asked what everyone's opinion was on the GQ Timothée Chalamet cover and what was their favorite all-time
Wow.
movie.
Tune in next week for another set of questions on
What's the TriniTEA?
Hi everyone, my name is Ana Serrano.
And I'm Jolie Francis.
And we would love to welcome you back to another episode of Gossip Guru. So our first big news story for today is that Jacob Tremblay, the famous Canadian actor, played Justin Bieber in the new music video, Lonely. Jacob Tremblay in the music video wears the iconic all-purple getup and side swoop from Justin Bieber's My World 2.0 album, which came out in 2010, 10 years ago, which is crazy, because I was a huge fan of the album when I was 11 years old.
That's amazing.
Which is insane. So in the video, Tremblay is seen by himself in the dressing room, and on stage, Tremblay starts singing the song Lonely, to which seems a completely empty crowd.
Okay.
But in the last 10 seconds of the music video, it's revealed that Justin Bieber himself was sitting in the crowd the entire time. I know I was completely shocked.
Wow.
I know I was shocked about that. And Justin Bieber even goes on to Instagram to compliment Jacob Tremblay's acting performance in the music video, saying that it was really emotional seeing Tremblay play him from the outside looking in, which I just think was so sweet.
That is so sweet. Oh, I love him. Well, our next topic is about beloved actor Chris Pratt, or maybe not so beloved. It all started when a poll went on Twitter where they posted a bunch of famous Chris's, and people were asked to pick their least favorite. And the answer was unanimously Chris Pratt. So there was a bunch of different reasons why he was people's least favorite, but mostly it was because he's allegedly homophobic.
Ooh.
I know. He's very open about being religious. He even has Jesus in his Twitter bio. And last year, actress Ellen Page called him out for attending Hillsong, which is an infamously anti-LGBTQ plus church. After a bunch of backlash against Chris Pratt, James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy movies, Mark Ruffalo, and Robert Downey Jr. all went out of their way to go on to Instagram and Twitter and defend Chris Pratt, calling him the best dude ever. It seems any way you put it, he's a bit problematic.
Thank you everybody for joining in to Gossip Guru today, and we can't wait to see everybody next week.
Joining us today in the virtual Studio 21, we have Kaylie King. How are you doing today, Kaylie?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm ready to talk to you a little bit about your album. I really enjoyed your album. I thought it was great. And this is your debut album, correct?
Yeah. I kind of like put some demos on Bandcamp over the past several years, but this is the first one where I really like sat down and was like, I'm gonna make this how I want it and get it out on like streaming platforms.
But you have a really awesome songwriting ability, and one of the lyrics that I really enjoyed was in Sympathy. You said, "I don't need your love in the dirty place you call home." Can you talk to me a little bit about what that means?
It's definitely more metaphorical, and that one I wrote several years ago. So yeah, it's just about like personal relationships and tension within that.
The album's name is kind of in juxtaposition towards that, you know, in a brighter place, but yet the actual content of the album is, it seems like you're in a little bit of a dark place. I mean, what was the reasoning behind choosing In a Brighter Place?
It's actually a lyric from one of the songs on the album, which is Till It All Runs Out. I think it's like one of the last songs on there. But at the same time, and I do definitely agree there is some darker material on there, but to me, like this album was just a really good step for me musically. Like I've been playing and writing for so many years, and to actually, you know, record these songs how I wanted them and put them out, I was really proud of that. And I saw that as myself moving in a good direction. So that's also part of the name.
I mean, what do you hope that people are able to take away from this?
I mean, the number one thing, I just hope they enjoy the music, but I guess for some of the songs that are a little like darker and go into, different subject matters. I hope people can relate and feel like they have something to relate to in my music.
So are you working on any new projects?
I definitely have some stuff in the works. I have like several songs that are on their way. I just need to, put in some more time. So I'm hoping to sort of start a new release cycle by the end of the year, early next year.
Awesome. Well, I mean, that's really exciting for all those Kaylie King fans out there. Where can people find your music? Where can they buy the album? Where can they find you on social media?
For anybody that just sort of wants to keep up with what I'm doing, Instagram is probably the best place to do that. And my name on there is just Kaylie King Music. So that should be pretty easy to find. I think I have links on there to my album and stuff, but also if you go to Spotify or Apple Music, if you just search my name, my album will come up there. If you want to buy it, it's also on Bandcamp, again under my name, and so people can buy it on there.
Well, Kaylie, thank you so much for sitting down with me and talking. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of the day, and I really enjoyed the album. Please go buy or stream In a Brighter Place by Kaylie King.
Thank you so much, Will. Have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Hi, I'm Madison Poljan.
And I'm Paige Parrish. Welcome to Release Date.
Our movie this week is Black Widow. Finally, after much pressure from fans, the MCU is releasing a movie for Natasha Romanoff. According to NME, David Harbour revealed that the film will take place after Captain America Civil War and before Avengers Endgame. So it's not exactly an origin story. Instead, it features a post-Civil War Black Widow traveling back to Russia and fighting the villain, Taskmaster, who controls the Red Room. According to Scarlett Johansson, the film will revolve much more around her character's flaws, and it will deal with a lot of trauma and pain.
In the comics, Taskmaster is a man who can replicate any fighting style he sees perfectly. He uses this gift to teach other villains the art of fighting like a hero, in order to make beating said heroes easier. He has a history with multiple Marvel heroes because of this. However, this Taskmaster is in charge of the Red Room, the program that made Black Widow an assassin. He is also not wearing his signature white outfit and cape with a white skull for a mask. It makes me wonder if this is truly the Taskmaster Marvel fans would be familiar with, or if they just took the name.
Yeah, I wonder. One of the things I'm most looking forward to in this movie is seeing the family dynamics between Natasha, her sister, and their parents, maybe? It's really unclear, and several sources are in debate on whether this is actually Natasha's family or more of a found family sort of situation. I'm really looking forward to seeing Natasha and her sister Yelena kicking butt together.
Black Widow comes out in theaters May 7th, 2021. Up next, you can look forward to playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This game takes place 100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In it, you follow Link and Zelda, gathering the champions who can pilot the divine beasts. You can play as all the champions and Zelda, and each champion will have their own unique playstyle.
I've got a thing for prequels, and this one in particular seems to feature a lot of feels for Zelda, Link, and their friends. Although I'm not usually a fan of hack and slash games, the story and setting 100 years before Breath and Wild seem just too good to resist.
I can't wait to see how well they translate that hopelessness into a game where the characters aren't aware of the future they are destined for.
Me too. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will come out on the Switch on November 20th, 2020. That's all we have for today. I'm Madison Poljan.
And I'm Paige Parrish. Thank you for tuning in to Release Date.
How do you mend when your world's apart? Ooh, carry on. Ooh, from the start. Somehow we fell in love, then fell right out of touch. And ooh, that was hard, but ooh, here we are. And Remember when we first met? We were having so much fun. So now how could we both forget? Telling each other we're the one. We would make love at the drop of a hat. Remember that? Yeah. I remember you and me, closest any two can be. Now we're strangers in the night, awkward and uptight. Oh baby, do you wanna make it better? Do you wanna stay together? Hey, if you do, then let's please make some new memories. When you take somebody for your own, it can't survive on history alone. Yeah. Meet me at the hotel motel, though we got a room at home. Go to a place that we don't know so well. It'd be nice, add a little spice, try some new seduction, show each other how, give each other new instructions on what makes us feel good now. I just wanna make you feel good now. Feel good, don't it? Come on. Do you wanna make it better? Wanna make it right? Come on. Do you wanna stay together? I meant when I said it. And it's easier to run away than to look for what would make you stay. Do you wanna make it better? Do you wanna stay together? If you do, then let's please make some new memories. Do you wanna make it better? Do you wanna stay together? If you do, then let's please make some new memories. Do you wanna make it better? Do you wanna stay together? If you do, then let's please make some new memories. Do you wanna make it better? Do you wanna stay together?
I want to find you here. I want to see you. I need you anywhere. You keep running away from me. It's hard to breathe in here. I've been in this room. I've slept in this bed before. Didn't know I'd be back so soon. Baby, I've been trying to tell you, if you trace me back to the beginning, you can make me a little bit better. You could. Lately, everything's a circle. Can you take me out from under could trace me back to the beginning. You can make me a little bit better. You could. Lately, everything's a circle. Can you take me out from underneath all of the pain, please? Maybe if there's time, you could. They're resting side by side, the money and the lies, and the pain we trapped inside. We cannot find a place to hide. The path is burned to the ground. The ruins are sturdy and sound. They have accomplished such a glorious theft. Now you are all that I have left. Now you are all that I have left. The city is drowning in fog. Take me back to where I belong. Free me from this Babylon. Take me back to where I belong. My body parades through the street. The water follows underneath my feet. Though I drag my body everywhere I roam, my soul is locked at home. Are the lines all set? Are we greater than God yet? Even though we'll never reach the sky, we've made quite a lovely place to die. We've made quite a lovely place to die. The city is drowning in fog. Take me back to where I belong. Free me from this Babylon. Take me back to where I belong. And curse the dead end streets. Curse the rain that falls. Curse the things that I have said. Curse it all. Curse it all. The city is drowning in fog. Take me back to where I belong. Free me from this Babylon. Take me back to where I belong. Why would you sacrifice the land? It was the only one left, the last chance you get. Why'd you leave the table so soon? It was barely said, it was barely new. Why would you crucify crucify your son. He was the only hope we had to carry on. And why'd you treat your daughter like this? It was only love, only her first kiss. Are you still out there? Did you hear what I said? Because my mind